The CEO mocked the single dad's old pickup, not knowing he owned the factory supplying her company. The first raindrops had barely stopped falling when humiliation hit harder than the storm itself. In front of a crowd of executives and employees outside a shining corporate tower, a wealthy CEO pointed at a rusty old pickup truck and laughed at the tired man standing beside it. Mud clung to his boots. Exhaustion rested in his eyes, and his worn flannel shirt carried the marks of long nights and harder years. She looked at the battered truck with disgust and mocked the single father who owned it, never imagining that the quiet man she dismissed was the hidden owner of the factory, supplying the very company that had made her rich. If you believe kindness matters more than appearances and that everyone deserves a second chance, please take a moment to like this video, comment below, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to Bright Heart for more emotional stories that remind us what truly matters. Ethan Carter had never cared much about appearances. Life had taught him that shiny things faded, but character stayed. Ever since losing his wife, Emily, to a sudden illness 6 years earlier, he had devoted every ounce of his strength to raising their daughter Lily alone. His mornings began before sunrise and ended long after midnight. Between making breakfast, helping with homework, and attending school recitals, he quietly managed Carter Precision Manufacturing, a factory founded by his father decades earlier. Though the company had grown into one of the largest suppliers of industrial automation components in the country, Ethan had never embraced luxury. He drove the same old pickup truck his father once used because it reminded him of humble beginnings and because every scratch on it carried memories he treasured. That rainy afternoon, Ethan had driven directly from Lily's school play to Crestline Automation's headquarters. Their contract renewal was approaching, and he preferred to inspect his clients personally rather than send assistants. Most people inside Crestline had never met the owner of Carter Precision because Ethan usually sent representatives while he remained behind the scenes. To him, leadership meant understanding workers, listening to customers, and staying connected to reality. Sophia Harrington, Crestline's celebrated CEO, had built a reputation for brilliance and ruthless efficiency. Young, successful, and admired by business magazines, she believed success was visible in designer clothes, luxury cars, and expensive lifestyles. Years of praise had quietly filled her heart with pride she no longer recognized. As she stepped out of her sleek black sedan, her eyes landed on Ethan and his old truck parked near the entrance. Surrounded by employees, she laughed and sarcastically questioned whether that rusty vehicle belonged to him. Her words cut through the cold air. Several workers awkwardly lowered their eyes, while others forced uncomfortable smiles. Ethan simply nodded politely. Years of hardship had taught him that anger rarely changed hearts. Inside the building, Ethan attended meetings quietly while introducing himself only as a consultant. He listened carefully as managers discussed supply chain issues and growing demands. What disturbed him wasn't the financial concerns, but the atmosphere inside the company. Employees looked anxious. Fear replaced respect. Behind impressive profits stood exhausted workers terrified of disappointing their CEO. Meanwhile, Sophia remained unaware of who Ethan really was. She continued boasting about upcoming expansion plans and demanding lower costs from suppliers, believing everyone was replaceable. Her confidence seemed unstoppable until her operations director entered the boardroom with alarming news. Carter Precision Manufacturing, their primary supplier, responsible for nearly 70% of critical components, had requested a meeting with ownership before renewing contracts. Without those parts, billions of dollars and thousands of jobs were at risk. Sophia smiled confidently, assuming negotiations would be simple. But moments later, when the operations director introduced the owner of Carter Precision, silence fell across the room. Every face turned toward Ethan, The same man she had publicly humiliated stood calmly before everyone. Sophia felt the blood drain from her face. Memories of her cruel laughter replayed painfully in her mind. For the first time in years, embarrassment replaced arrogance. Yet Ethan showed no anger. His voice remained calm as he spoke about partnerships, values, and people. He explained that successful businesses depended on trust and respect. Wealth meant nothing if dignity was sacrificed. Then he shared something no one expected. He spoke about Lily, his daughter, and how losing his wife had taught him that life could change overnight. He revealed that every dollar he earned was invested not in luxury, but in scholarships, employee health care, and programs helping single parents. He confessed that the old pickup outside wasn't simply transportation. It was the last gift his father had left him before passing away. Every dent reminded him of sacrifice, love, and family. As tears quietly filled the room, Sophia could no longer hide her shame. For the first time since becoming CEO, she saw how far she had drifted from compassion. That evening, after everyone left, she walked through her own offices and noticed things she had ignored for years. The exhausted janitor working late, the receptionist struggling to smile, and the employees afraid to speak honestly. Success had made her powerful, but it had also made her lonely. Over the following months, something remarkable happened. Sophia changed. She introduced family support programs, improved working conditions, and personally apologized to employees she had overlooked. She visited Carter Precision and was moved by the respect workers had for Ethan. They spoke of him not as an owner, but as family. Ethan renewed the contract, not because he wanted revenge, but because he believed people deserved opportunities to grow. Slowly, Sophia learned humility, and the friendship that formed between the two leaders transformed not only their companies, but thousands of lives connected to them. Years later, employees still remembered seeing Ethan arrive in that rusty old pickup truck.